Ford has a big image problem in the sense that its bigger cars are usually its most popular. In the past it was the Falcon, and these days it's the Ranger. And that's a shame because it actually builds some very good small cars, like the Ford Focus. This particular one is the new generation Focus. So it has fresh style, it has more space, it has a new engine and transmission, and it has more safety features than ever before. This particular model I'm testing here is the Trend, which is the cheapest model in the lineup at $25,990, but given its price and the actual level of specification, it really competes with its mid-range rivals. Basically, Ford's opted to skip having an entry-grade $19,990 model and instead offer a more premium Focus range. And certainly, based on our initial impression, that's what you get, a better, more premium Focus. Effectively being the entry-level model in the lineup, the Trend does have a few cheaper elements like these cloth trim seats, but I think they present okay. But overall, I think this latest generation Focus is a big step up in terms of its presentation. It looks a lot neater, a lot cleaner, and there are some more premium touches, such as this rotary dial gear selector and this 8-inch touchscreen here, which includes Ford's latest Sync 3 infotainment system, as well as inbuilt navigation. You've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and digital radio. So it's a fairly well-equipped small car. Thanks to a 50mm wheelbase extension, the cabin of this generation Focus is a lot more spacious. And especially here in the back, you can feel it. There's more knee room, more toe room. I feel a lot more comfortable as an adult in the back here. There's plenty of headroom. So this is, a good small car if you need to carry people in the back on a regular basis. However, being the cheapest model in the lineup, it is missing air conditioning vents. There's no center armrest here. There are no cup holders whatsoever. So from a practical point of view, it does miss the mark a little bit. The boot is about class average. It measures 341 litres on paper. As you can see though, it's fairly roomy. It'll take care of day-to-day duties reasonably well. If you do need to take a longer trip, it may struggle to swallow a lot of luggage. The floor is slightly dropped, so there's a little bit more room. And underneath, you do get a space saver spare tyre. Under the bonnet is a new 1.5 litre turbocharged 3-cylinder petrol engine that's good for 134 kilowatts of power and 240 newton meters of torque. It's paired to a new transmission, an 8-speed automatic. The combination works really well. This latest Trend has a real, easygoing personality on the road. Whenever you put your foot down, it's got good pickup off the mark. When you're rolling along, there's always a bit of extra punch when you need it. And it's actually quite a quiet and refined 3-cylinder engine. It doesn't have that typical noisy thrum that you often get with these 3-pot motors. As for how it drives, well, the Trend doesn't look quite as nice as its lower, sportier, bigger wheeled sibling, the ST line. But thanks to its 16-inch alloys with higher profile tyres, it actually rides really nicely. It has good compliance, so you don't really notice many bumps when you're cruising around. It actually soaks them up really nicely. It's actually quite a fun small car to drive. The steering's nice and responsive and direct, so you can really place it with precision. It's easy to navigate around town and car parks, but also out on the open road, it feels more, more engaging to you as a driver than your typical small car. Although having said that, there are some very good small cars on the market these days. But that's actually typical of the Focus. It's always been quite a nice small car to drive. It's just people haven't given it a chance. Ford has done another great job with this Focus, like it did with the last one. So it would be a shame if this one was as overlooked as the previous model. This is a stylish and sophisticated small car that's engaging to drive. So next time you think Ford, think small, because you will be pleasantly surprised.